Now I try to explain you determination of the center of gravity of a shape. Determination of the center of gravity of a shape. See, what are the materials needed? Semicircular cord of radius 145 millimeter and thickness 0.2 millimeter. That's a semicircular radius. 145 millimeter, thickness is 0.2 millimeter. I take it, this one. Next one, scissor. There is a scissor. So third one, 30 centimeter ruler. There is a 30 centimeter ruler. Then optical pin. This is the optical pin. Stand, boss, clamp and a protractor. So there is a protractor. So 50 centimeter length of a thin thread with loop and one end and a 10 gram mass attached to the other end. So there is a thread is there. Other end we will attach 10 gram mass. This is the 10 gram mass. It is attached to the other end. This is the stand, clamp and boss. Now we will see the experiment. Aim is determine the center of gravity of a shape. So this is the aim. So next we will see procedures. So first one, the center of gravity of the shape can be found by placing a pin through a hole in the shape close to a corner. So I take this one. So placing a pin through a hole in the shape close to the corner. So close to the corner. Here I place close to the corner. Here I place. Next, suspending the shape and the plumb line from the pin. Suspending the shape and the plumb line from the pin. Now I am suspending the shape and the plumb line from the pin. I suspending the shapes and the plumb line from the pin. There is a plumb line. Now suspending the shape and the plumb line from the pin. So I did. So next drawing a line along the plumb line and the shape. Drawing the line. So I draw the line from here. Now I put 2 points here. So there is a 1 point here. Here is 1 point. So it is point is be correct, then you will check it. So afterwards I join these 2 lines. Other time we get it 1 line. That is the drawing a line along the plumb line and the shape. See, I draw the line. The 2 point I joined this one. Then repeating from the other corner. So one corner it is finished. Then other corner. Here repeating to do the same way. See. So repeating the one side it is finished. Another one side. So I put point. There is 1 point. there is one point. See, it is be center. I take the 2 points. Now I will join these 2 points. Now I will join these 2 points. Okay. So this point is the center of the gravity. So how much it is there? We will note it. So we draw the lines from the center. How much centimeter this is? It is comes around 6.5. It is comes around 6.4. Okay, we will write there's a y equal to 6.4 centimeter. Now, if the cord is cut to the shape, like that shape, below the experiment is repeated, the relationship between a y and theta. There is a y. How to find y? This formula they give. Theta means we will find this one. 2 theta, theta, sin theta and sin theta by theta. How we will find? We will see now. So first I want to cut it. The same size from here to here. From the center to here the same size. From here same size. How do we cut? So I take it this protractor. So I keep it in the center. Okay. From here 10 centimeter. From here 10 centimeter. Okay. Now I will cut likewise. So I take it from the line, from the center to this one. From center to this point. Now I have cut it both sides 10 degree. Now how much is there? Then we will see how much degree is there. I put into the straight here. Then this also. You see, there's a theta from the here. This is the line from it started 0. From started to 0 to it is comes around 160, 150, 160, 170 is there. It is comes around 160. So I put it point 160. So there is a 2 theta I mentioned here. 160 is the 2 theta. So now theta is 80 of 2 theta is 160 means theta equal to 80. Sin theta. Sin theta means we will use cos. Sin theta value is 80 degree. 80 degree is equal to 0.9848. So theta is sin theta equal to 0.9848. So next sin theta by theta. That's the theta value by sin 80 degree equals 0.9848. Answer divided by, there's a theta. Here theta is 80 degree. So 80. So answer is 0.0123. 0.0123. 2, 3. So after that, again you cut it 10 degree before you cut it, both side. The similar way, you cut it 20 degree from here, here. Then you cut it. Then you note it here, 2 theta value, sin theta value. In this way you take 6 reading. In this way you take 6 reading. Afterwards, you substitute this formula. This is the y. So for graph, y equal to 120, 120 or radius means 145 millimeter. If you are converted into the centimeter means divide by 10, 14.5. So radius is 14.5 and sin theta value 0.98 by pi value 3.14 into theta value 80. So in this way you calculate y value numerically. So what do you get it? That is you mention. Then afterwards second reading, third reading, fourth reading, fifth reading, sixth reading. In this way you find it y. Then after that you can draw the graph y axis. Y is the y axis, x is the sin theta by theta value. So you point likewise, you draw the graph and you take slope. So that slope, what is the value it is comes? The y, what is the value it is comes? Then both you compare. In this way you do this one. So this is the y axis, the y. What is the value is the sin theta. This is the x axis. So see here, the plot a graph of y on the y axis. Y value is the y axis against sin theta. Theta is the x axis. So the graph should be straight line through 0 to 0. Although you plotted, point will not be close. So determine the gradient of your graph line and use the expression for gradient 120 r by pi to the calculate value of r. Compare value your measured value. So you get graph that value and measure your original value, this value. So this y equal to 6.4. So both you compare. In this way you do this practicals. Okay. I hope you are understand something. Thank you.